y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Christy, your friendly bookworm.
Saw your picture on my timeline.
So today I'm going to make a video that I feel like should have been made when I first started my channel, but I didn't do that, so I felt the need to do it now. I am going to do two separate videos for this. I'm going to do a favorites list of books and then a favorite list of manga. I'm going to do 5 of each. I have decided to pick 5 all-time favorite books. And I know I've talked about some books that I really liked in the past, so if those are not on my list, like, don't add me. It's just these are the ones that really seem to like grab me, like really seem to have hung on to me. So let's get started. I have put these from 5 to 1 in my little favorite ranking system, 1 being the best. The first one I'm going to talk about is Undead Girl Gang. This book is about Wiccans, and Wiccans are considered to be witches, but they're not like the like those type witches. They're like the potions and the herbs and stuff like that. But basically this is about a girl. Mila is the main character. She does a spell to bring back 3 of her best friends. But when the spell works and her best friends come back, she has the 3 friends have no idea that they died. No idea how they died, no idea that they're dead. And she's like having to explain it, and it's kind of like she's also trying to solve, the murder and everything. But I don't know, I just love this because it was about friendship and it had like magic to it. Connor. This is Connor. He's my new kitty, but he's such a nuisance. Say hi to the people. I still love him though. I think he follows Midnight's actions. So I really liked this because it was about friendship, it had magic to it, and it was just such a cool journey to read. I think I read this in a book club. I cannot remember what book club it was. I believe it was a book club by a couple girls who used to do YouTube. I think they no longer do YouTube. But yeah, I just really like this. And if you have seen this going around and you hesitate, don't hesitate. It is really good. You will really love it. Now, number 4 is Warcross by Marie Lu. Now, some people have read this book and haven't liked it. I, however, loved it. I recommend this one to everyone. I've been trying to get my boyfriend to read it. I don't know if he will or not. He did pick up her most recent series, Sky Hunter. He has not read it yet, but that is her most recent series. But I'm trying to, because it's about a video game, okay? And the world, when I read this, I actually buddied read this with my sister-in-law, Michelle. So shout out to you if you're watching this. And when I read this, I got so lost in the world. I wanted this world to become reality. And I know that's crazy, especially some of the like triumphs and stuff that they went through. But like, it was so easy to fly through. Like, there was no hesitation to finish this book at all. No hesitation whatever. There is a sequel to this called Wild Card as well. That one wasn't as good, but I still liked it. And it also gave you answers that you were looking for. So, but anyway, this has Amika and Amika is in this virtual world. She is actually, I found a bookmark. She is actually a hacker, and she accidentally hacks into the game of Warcross. If you read this, you will understand why I say accidentally. And her hacking is recognized by the creator of the game, and he recruits her to help him with something that's going on inside of the game, inside of the world. And it's just so good. Like, this is the first book I ever read by Marie Lu, and I've immediately bought some of her other stuff as well. I need to go back and read some of her backlist, like the Legend trilogy, but gosh, like, I just love this book and I cannot recommend it enough. The next book was actually the book that got me into this bookish community. That is Our Chemical Hearts. The backstory about why this one got me into the bookish world is because of following Owlcrate. Owlcrate had a page where it was like the Owlcrate Society, and I was following it at the time. I don't know if I'm following it now anymore or not. Someone had posted an excerpt of this book, and I had to know what book this was. So I was asking all kinds of questions of what it was. And I read this book and I loved it. If you watch the movie, which you can only watch it on Amazon Prime, I really don't think the movie did it justice. I don't know, maybe when I read the book, it just had a different effect on me than the movie did, but I still really like this book. It has to deal with mental health. It deals with depression, so trigger warning for that. It deals with this guy named, for some reason his name, Henry, that's his name. Henry, who is kind of a quiet, shy guy, and he loves writing, and he comes across this girl that just immediately, like, he kind of falls for, wants to get to know her more. And she comes into class, I believe she's new. Anyway, she might be new to the school, but actually, I don't think she's new. I think maybe it's the first time Henry's seeing her, but she, like, really gives off a vibe to him that he wants to get to know her, and they wind up both on the paper together and having to write a story together. Well, a lot of the times he goes and he notices that she's not in class one day. And also, back up a little bit, she does come in with a cane. So she walks on a cane, and I think later on she finds out that she got hurt. And I don't want to say too much to the reason why she got hurt, because I think I might spoil a little bit, but this was really good, and it almost really, in her weird depressive way, I know that sounds wrong, but in her, I'm gonna say it like this, in her weird depressive way, she almost teaches Henry to enjoy life in her own odd type of way. But it's really cute, and you'll also understand why there's fishies on the front too. But I think you should give it a shot. I really do. The last song by Nicholas Sparks. Okay, I used to be a Sparky, okay? Yes, I'm gonna say Sparky. Like Trekkie, but Sparky. I loved Nicholas Sparks books, okay? I think I own 13 of his books, and I've read about 9 of them. So there's 4 of them that I own that I haven't read. But I loved his books, and I these were the books that I was reading before I even knew that that the bookish community online existed. Granted, I think I was reading these like in my teenage years, possibly. For some reason, I have a very strong memory of picking this up at Kroger because I really, really wanted to read it. Yes, I know it's the movie cover, but it just kind of, I don't know. I just saw it and I wanted to read it, especially because it says the last song, and I love music, so that's why I picked it up. If you don't know what this is about, basically about this girl, Veronica. They call her Ronnie. And she moves to North Carolina because her parents divorced. Sorry, it's been a while since, so some of the details are a little foggy, but yeah, her parents divorced, and I think she was getting into some trouble, so she moved in with her father. Her and her brother did, and her father was trying to like reach out and really, you know, make sure she was okay, get to know her more and stuff. And of course, she was being a teen and not really wanting to, you know, accept the fact that her parents were divorced. She thinks it's all her dad's fault and stuff like that. And then we learn some big news. And it kind of really opens up Ronnie's perspective in life. But yeah, I definitely think you should read this. Any of Nicholas Sparks' books. Okay, a lot of them, because I have not read all of them. A lot of them are just fantastic. I really want to get back to read one of his books because they are such a comfort read for me. And then last, but certainly not least, is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Is this a cliche that this is my favorite book? I don't know, but I don't care. I love this book so much that I also have a pocket edition of it. Yeah. I own the movie too. Movie, right on point, fantastic, seen it a million times. I love this book. Anytime anything says, what is your favorite book? This is what I choose. I don't know why I love this book so much. It is literally the only book that I've read by John Green, and I know that is sad, but I don't know. I just fell in love with this book. All time, hands down, The Fault in Our Stars. Oh, I just love this book so much. If you haven't seen it, it's about Hazel Grace. Hazel Grace is going through cancer, and she has a tumor, and she's at the point in her cancer where she's kind of just like, whatever, you know, like it's gonna happen, I can't do anything about it. Like, she goes through the treatments and stuff, but she reads books, and I think that's awesome. She loves reading. She reads the same book a lot of times by her favorite author. And her mom one day wants her to go to therapy to talk to other kids who have dealt with cancer. So she decides to go, and she meets this boy there named Augustus. I almost forgot his name. Oh my gosh, Augustus. And he is really cute, and you know, things happen, and he fought cancer and won, and he dealt with it, you know, and so he's introducing Hazel Grace to a new perspective on life, taking her out and doing things with her that she normally wasn't going to do because, you know, she's got cancer. And then she emails the publication of her favorite book, and she gets an invite to come talk to the author in Amsterdam. One problem: they're scared of her flying with her condition. So the doctors kind of figure out a few things, and she's able to go to Amsterdam and meet the author. And I absolutely love the way that the scene in Amsterdam plays out in the book and in the movie. It made me want to go to Amsterdam immediately. And they have an Anne Frank museum there. It describes everything in Frank, well, not everything, but it describes a lot of the Anne Frank museum. And it's just so good. And then there's two tragic things that happen, and I'm not going to tell you because I want you to read it if you have not read it yet. I love this book so much. I just do. I almost got a hardback special edition of it, but then I put it back because I was trying to be good and not buy another book. So yeah, but this is my absolute favorite book. So yes, all my precious babies are right here. Well, you can't see. Hang on, wait. Maybe I can do this. You can kind of, here we go. Ah! All my precious ones. So yes, all top five of my favorite books. I may have left out some favorites. I hope that maybe you guys will read some of these. If you've already read them, please in the comments below let me know which one you read, how you felt about it, or if you want to just let me know you read it and what rating you gave it. That would be awesome if you could do that. If you have any of your favorite books that you want to let me know about, please tell me. Yeah, so those are my top 5 favorite books. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would please subscribe and like the video, that would really help me out. And also, if you're interested, you don't have to. I am now putting my Amazon wish list in my description below, along with my other socials. So if you happen to want to go check it out, sure can. But yeah, so you guys have a good rest of your day and stay strong and read on. Bye. So 3 of her best